he made them wait. See, God got them there. He got them where he wanted them. And when they got there, rather than crossing over, he said, 3 days. 3 days. Hold on. Y'all still looking at me funny. They're excited about their crossing. Joshua has raised everybody up, and they get there, and after 40 years, they finally get to the place where they're going to the promised land. They're camped at the doorstep of their blessing, but they can't go in. Why you show me and won't let me go in? Lord, why did you bring me all the way here and you make me stop and I can't get to my blessing? Can I tell you what the Lord showed me? That's what see, when they got there at the worst part of the season. When they got to the Jordan, the Bible tells us that it was at flood stage. When they got to the Jordan, God brought them there at flood stage because God brought them there to test them before they got ready to go in. 3 days. They're watching the banks overflow. 3 days. They can see the promised land, but they can't go in. 3 days. They saw the possibilities. 3 days. They were forced to watch their blessings on the other side of the shore, but they couldn't get there. For 3 days, they saw the barriers. 3 days, they saw the banks overflowing. 3 days, they saw the obstacles. 3 days, they dealt with their own fears and insecurities. 3 days, they had to deal with their own faithlessness. How are we going to get across? The banks are flooded. What else going to do? I want to go in, but I can't get my blessing because there's an obstacle in my way. God brings them there, makes them wait 3 days because he's trying to teach them something. And guess what, y'all? He brings us to this place 3 days before the new year. Some of us are looking at life, and the joy that we thought about crossing over is getting a little double now. Because you realize I still got some stuff that's trailing me. You realize I still got some issues that I'm still dealing with. You realize that I got some stuff that discourages me, and I'm not real sure now. I want to go in. I'm not real sure I want to cross over. I'm not real sure I can handle what's on the other side. And so God brings them there because he wants them to wait and recognize that if God brought you, God can get you over. I mean, I'm sure they wanted to wait until their blessings fell into place. I'm sure they wanted to wait until things were right. I'm sure they wanted to wait till the water receded. And some of us are saying, well, I got ambitions, I got dreams that I really wanted to take off in 2019, but the timing just doesn't seem to be right. Things just don't seem to be working the way I want them to work. But I need to tell you something. They got there at the right time. They got there at God's appointed time, and they got there at God's impossible time, but they got there so that they could see that the crossing wasn't about him, about them, it was about him. They got there because God wanted them to know that it would be him who would get them over. See, you missed your shot. I knew you couldn't shout on that. Here's what I'm trying to tell you. I know you're apprehensive. I know you're wondering. I know you're worried, trying to figure out how I'm going to make it in 2019. I barely got into 2018. But I need to stop and tell somebody, if he got you through 364, he'll get you through the rest. See, God brought them here, not because the time was right for them, but because the time was right for him. brought them there to this place, even though the Jordan was swelling. He brought them there so they could look at him and not them.
Yeah.
But notice, this is what I like. Because the text says that after 3 days, Joshua sent the officers out and sent them with instructions. And he said, y'all get ready. See, y'all missed that. Y'all been reading y'all Bible. It said, after 3 days, Joshua sends out instructions about their preparations, and Joshua tells them, this is what we're going to do when we get ready to cross over.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's what he said. He says, I want you, when you get ready to cross over, I want you to, here it is, don't miss this, follow the covenant given to us by God. It's in the text. Joshua says, when you get ready to cross over, when you see the ark of the covenant of the Lord and the priest bearing it, I want you to first of all get ready and follow it. Then he says, when you get ready to follow it, don't follow too closely. He said, follow the ark, follow the covenant, because when you follow the covenant, you are following the promises of God. He says, keep your eyes on what symbolized God. Keep your eyes on what got you here in the first place. Keep your eyes on the ark. Keep your eyes on God. Don't take your eyes off of God. I know this plane, it ain't here, but it'll get you where you gotta go. Keep your eyes on God. That's right. Then he said, but when you watch it, don't crowd it. Now, Joshua, why did you say don't crowd it? So, well, because see, if you crowd the Lord, you can't pursue God like you're supposed to. If you crowd God, if you crowd God, if you get too close, then you start taking God for granted. So what he says is, keep your distance because you don't want to take God for granted. He said, if you get too close, everybody else can't see. And there are other folks following you. So you want to keep your distance. But he says this. He said, I want to make sure that when you're following God, you got to leave your comfort zone. Because God will bring you through some places that you don't know God is bringing you through. They had to cross a mile-wide river that was overflowing. But God says, if you follow me, you'll come out of your comfort zone. But even though you come out of your comfort zone, I'll get you to your destination. So the Lord says, follow, but don't follow too closely. Because to follow God too close means that you taking God for granted. And you take God for granted, sometimes it could cause you to die. Okay. You looking at me funny again. Y'all remember when they put the ark on the wrong cart? And as they were moving the ark back to Jerusalem, it said that the ox stumbled. And when the ox stumbled, old boy was trying to help God out and reached over and touched the cart. And the book said that God caused a breach in him. God split him wide open. He got split wide open not because he was trying to do what was right, but because he was following God too close. You'll catch that one later. All I'm trying to say is make sure you keep your distance as you follow God. Now, following God might not be easy, but it'll get you where you got to go. I see I'm losing some of y'all, so let me hurry up and try to get where I got to go to. Other thing he tells us is that as you make preparations for the crossover, remember that there's no crossing without cleansing. Because the text says that you need to consecrate yourself. Which means this only, it says that you need to put away anything that displeases God. Y'all know it's hard trying to cross over and do the Lord's will when you got sin following you.
Tell us right.
See, sin clouds your judgment, and if you're ever going to get across what God wants you to get across, you got to cleanse yourself.
Yes,
You got to get yourself right with God. You got to make things right in the eyes of God. You can't make it with dirty hands. God says, clean your heart, clean your hands, clean your mind, clean your feet before you cross over to where God is trying to get you to. Then, I like this because he says now, here's the point that I really got excited about. And I'm almost in my seat. He said, when you get ready to cross over, make sure you make a commitment regardless of the circumstance.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about it.
The text says that when the priest got ready to cross, the water was still high. And the text says that before God would do anything, they had to step in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, y'all missed that. Before God would allow them to cross, they had to step in to water that was at flood time. Y'all still missing it. Watch this. The water is high.
Yes, sir.
They're carrying the ark.
Yeah.
They're headed over to the other side. It's flooded. It's wet. But God won't do what God's going to do until they step in.
Yeah.
See, the problem is we want God to do it first before we do what God tells us. He says, I want you to step. He didn't say tiptoe. He said, I want you to go in and I want you to stand still. When you go in and stand still, then I'll do what I said I was going to do. But I won't operate until you have faith in me. A whole lot of us can't get our blessing because we want God to do everything first and then we'll do it. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. God won't give you what you can see. God gives you what you can't see, but you can't get it until you do what he says first. They were supposed to step in. Water. When they tipped up, when they put their foot in, it was already over their ankles. And when they stepped in,
Yes, sir.
and then they were told, watch it, y'all know flood water don't sit still. Flood water don't sit still. The flood water was rushing. And he said, step in and stand still.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Lee. See, the problem with us is, first off, I ain't getting wet. There gotta be another way. You ain't putting me in the water, and you ain't giving me no viable means to let me know how I'm gonna get across. You want me to step in and stand still in water that's moving, holding a ark that you said is holding, and you don't give me nothing? No, brother. Because I know some of us, the minute the Lord tells us to do something like that, you must be at your mind.
All right. Yes,
Well, here's what messes me up. They did it.
Yeah.
all right.
The text says that they stood in the water and they stood still.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, sir.
When they stood still,
Yeah.
God got busy. The minute they obeyed, here it is, that's the word that y'all need to get. The minute you're obedient to the will of God, then God will do what God said He would do.
Well.
Yes, sir.
God didn't move until they moved. God didn't answer until they answered. God didn't act until they got their feet wet. You're going to have some challenges. God's going to talk to you about some stuff in the new year. And some of it may seem crazy, but just do what God said.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, y'all remember those servants who were at the wedding feast and the book said the wine ran out? And the Lord said, Mary said, y'all see that brother over there, his name Jesus, go talk to him. And they went over and said, Jesus, that lady, your mama said we need to come see you. They said that. Jesus said, bring me some barrels of water.
Well.
Man, what you mean bring you some barrels of water?
Yeah.
Bring me some barrels of water.
Yes.
And while they were bringing the water, it turned to wine. Y'all missed the show. You missed it. God didn't do what He said He was going to do until they acted on what He told them to do. I'm in the seat.
Yes, sir.
I know sometimes it get real good up here and I have to remember I can't hold you long because I lose your attention too fast. But I got one more thing I need to tell you.
How's Robert?
See, once God tells you to do something, all He says is just do it. And here's what God will do. When you act on God's word, God will cut off your enemies. God will remove your obstacles. And God will allow you to cross over. I saw three things and then I'm going to see. God says from verses 9 all the way down through verse 17, He says three things you need to just put in your back pocket. First of all, when you're getting ready to cross over, remember the promises of God. Because God says, when I get you on the other side of all of those enemies over there, you ain't got to worry about them because I'm getting ready to move them out of your way. So all you got to do is remember, if the same God brought you from this point to that point, that same God will get you where He's trying to put you. So first of all, remember the promises of God. Secondly, when times get tough, rehearse what God said. Yeah, that's for somebody in here today, because you forgot that God had already told you what He was going to do. You forgot that the same God who raised you up off a sick bed, and the same God who paid all of your bills in 2018, is the same God who still lives in 2019. So every now and then, just rehearse it in your voice and just say, well, I know the Lord in your mind and recognize that God can do anything but fail. Yes, He can. Yes, He can. Yes, He can. Can I get a witness in the house who knows that God is able? I'm trying to quit, y'all. It done got good to me now. Anybody know that He can do anything that He said He'll do? He'll open doors that have been closed in your face. When the doctor shook his head, He'll turn around and say, well, I don't know what he's talking about. Because I've got the last say so. Anybody in here know what I'm talking about? When you were down to your last dime and you looked in your bank account wondering where the money would come from, and all of a sudden you had more money than you thought you had. Anybody know what I'm talking about? You didn't have a lick of gas in your car. And you thought you were riding on through, but the good Lord gave you not only gas for Monday, gas for Tuesday, gas for Wednesday, gas for Thursday, gas for Friday. He turned around and gave you enough gas to come to church on Sunday, and you still riding on them same things. All I'm trying to tell you is God is able. Yes, He is. We coming on a new year. The possibilities are endless. And this God we serve wants to show you what kind of things He can do just for you.
Yes, sir.
But you gotta trust Him.
Yes, sir.
And whatever He tells you to do, I like what Mary said. Mary said, whatever He tells you to do, you do it. I don't care how crazy it sounds, just do it.